An all-new chapter in our Dishonorable series, exposing secrecy in our legal system.
ABC 15 uncovering a judge and her staff frequently mocking and ridiculing people in court. They sent cruel, racial, and obscene emails, jokes, and memes, even during death penalty trials. Our investigation also exposed the state's Judicial Commission dismissed the case and kept the judge's name out of the public record.
So why? We don't know right now. The records are deliberately confidential. Tonight, ABC 15 Chief Investigator Dave Biskuping is here to show why that's such a problem.
Secrecy breeds corruption. We've all heard the saying, but secrecy also raises questions and doubt. And there's a lot of both in our investigation into the judge whose courtroom has been compared to the movie Mean Girls. And when you compare the commission's decision to dismiss that case to other decisions they've made, it's hard to make sense of what the commission does and why they do it. And that shouldn't be the case. When the Arizona Commission on Judicial Conduct dismissed complaint number 19-236, this is what they released. It's their final order, the judge's name scrubbed from the public record. And the key line? The commission decided to issue a private warning letter to the judicial officer. She must appropriately supervise her judicial staff, including an employee's use of electronic communication. I mean, that's almost passive. It's like she didn't participate, but she did.
100% she did. There were so many times that she would even say to her bailiff, that needs a meme, that deserves a meme.
That's Kelly Schaefer, a clerk who worked with Maricopa County Superior Court Judge Aaron Otis. Were you interviewed?
I was.
How many times?
Twice.
Oh, twice?
Yes.
Schaefer blew the whistle on Otis back in 2019, prompting the clerk's office to file a judicial complaint.
That's what I don't understand. I don't see how they feel she did not participate.
It's possible the commission didn't investigate things we did. Did they pull court videos? Match them to times when emails, memes, and jokes were sent?
Chrissy, come here. I got a picture.
We do know the commission didn't reach out or speak to people who were ridiculed and mocked, because ABC 15 spoke to several who had no idea. They were shocked and disappointed that they were never notified or consulted. We also know the commission didn't fully investigate other issues raised in the complaint against Otis. An example, ex parte communications, or in other words, talking with defendants without their attorneys present. And we know that because we interviewed the detention officer in charge of the defendants in Otis's courtroom, and he never spoke to the commission.
I think what was frustrating for me, everything went to the ethics board, the Judicial Ethics Board. They told me for a year and a half that they were going to be sure to make a finding because she was young, that they never wanted her to be able to be a judge again. They did not do that. I think they failed in their duty.
The commission is made up of 11 people, 6 judges, 2 attorneys, 3 public members. ABC 15 requested an interview, but the chair, Judge Luis Frank Dominguez, refused. Instead, he sent a 3-page response saying the commission works diligently to thoroughly review and consider each and every complaint. All members are committed to promoting public confidence.
They're not subject to the state public records law pretty much at all. They make up their own rules.
David Coulier is a public records expert and Arizona professor.
The fact they're acting this way is going to lead to that suspicion from the public, and you'd think that would be something they'd want to avoid.
With the lack of transparency, it's hard to make sense of the commission's decisions. In the Otis case, it was dismissed, her name kept secret, that complaint made in 2019. Now compare that to this complaint from the year before. The commission publicly named and reprimanded Justice of the Peace Steve Urey. It's for this Facebook post, a paraphrased and anonymous recap of an eviction hearing. Landlord, the tenant has been using drugs in my rental and I want him out. Maintenance man, yeah, I found heroin in the bathroom. Tenant, heroin's not my drug of choice. Cocaine is, and I keep it in my closet. Landlord, how did the heroin get into the apartment? Tenant, maybe one of the hookers I had left it. So again, one Facebook post made after a hearing. The judge gets named and publicly reprimanded. But dozens of cruel and obscene jokes and memes sent during hearings for more than a year does not. That judge's name is secret.
They're telling the public, bud out. You're not going to see what we're doing or how we do it or why we do it. And that's a big problem.
In that 3-page response from the commission chair, he wrote, the commission evaluates each complaint individually, although the commission may consider similar cases for parity purposes.
Secrecy breeds corruption. So until they act accountable and transparent, it's just going to bite them in the rear end. And they need to realize that.
We're going to keep investigating and keep pushing for transparency. Now, a final note about Otis. She left the bench, but not the legal system. She's now a death penalty prosecutor for the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. We've reported on that before, and it's raised many serious issues and conflicts. You can see all of our past reporting on abc15.com/dishonorable. I'm investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC 15, Arizona.